You think you finally found a great guy. He's charming, attentive, says all the right things, but then something feels off. His words and actions don't always line up. You catch little inconsistencies, but then you just brush them off. He brushes them off. Your gut tells you something's not right, but you don't want to overthink it, so you turn to your friends. Over dinner and drinks, you and your girlfriends compare notes, trying to decode the way men think. Why does he act like this? If he likes me, why won't he just be upfront? Well, here's the truth. Men don't always say what they mean. Sometimes they lie. Not always to hurt you, but to protect themselves, keep their options open, or avoid uncomfortable conversations. I'm Jason Silver, the dating coach for ambitious women. As a dating coach with over 20 years of experience, I'm going to break down 5 lies men tell women, and more importantly, what they really mean. By the end of this video, you'll know how to tell if he's serious about you or just feeding you a story. Please hit that subscribe button to get notified of my newly released trainings, and let's jump right into it. Lie number 1, it's not about sex. I just want to get to know you. This is one of the most common lies men tell women, and you've probably heard it before. It sometimes comes in different forms like, oh, let's go back to my place just to get a drink. We don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Or, I don't mind taking things slow. I just want us to build a connection first. Here's the truth. If a man's dating you, he wants to sleep with you. That doesn't mean he doesn't care about you as a person, but physical intimacy is a priority for most men in relationships. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology confirms that men are more likely than women to seek short-term sexual opportunities and are more willing to engage in casual sex. But here's what you need to know. If a man's attracted to a woman who wants to wait, he's often willing to play the long game. Some men may even stay in the friend zone for years, hoping that she'll eventually change her mind. So if you're looking for a long-term relationship, it's in your best interest to wait longer before sleeping with him. I'm not saying it's the 50s. You have every right to your sexual freedom. If you just want to have fun and aren't looking for anything serious, that's fine. But if you genuinely like him and you want a lasting relationship, hold off on intimacy. Now, here's how you navigate it. Don't invite him over to your place or go to his after dates. Keep things public and casual. A private bedroom is an invitation for sexual escalation. If he suggests cooking dinner at his place early on, politely decline and suggest a restaurant or an activity instead. Avoid situations where you're alone in a house together. Waiting months before sleeping together gives you time to really get to know each other. The journal Nature Neuroscience shows that anticipation of a reward, like pursuing a romantic partner, releases dopamine, that neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. By delaying physical intimacy, you keep him engaged. You allow him to see you as more than just someone he's attracted to physically. If he spends months getting to know you as a person, he's more likely to realize how much he values you and how well your lives fit together. This makes the experience more meaningful when you do sleep together, and it increases the chances he'll stick around after. Remember, it's not about playing games. It's about protecting your emotional well-being and ensuring that you're both on the same page. So take your time. Don't rush into something that might leave you feeling undervalued. Lie number 2, I don't believe in labels. If you've been dating a guy for months or even years, and he refuses to call you his girlfriend claiming, oh, I don't believe in labels, well, he's just lying. Men often use this excuse to avoid commitment while still reaping the benefits of a relationship. As a successful, ambitious woman, you should not tolerate a guy who won't commit to you. If he doesn't want to commit now, he's not going to magically change his mind later on, and he definitely won't consider marrying you. The truth is, it's not that men don't believe in labels. It's that this guy doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. If he doesn't want to be with you, then why would you want to be with him? Because you deserve a man who loves you, who respects you, and is eager to build a relationship with you. The only way you're going to find a high-quality man is by loving yourself enough to walk away from someone who doesn't treat you the way you deserve. A study in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin revealed that men who delay commitment often do so because they're keeping their options open. This behavior is rooted in evolutionary psychology. Men historically have been more likely to seek multiple partners to maximize reproductive success. While modern relationships are more nuanced than that, this instinct can still manifest as a reluctance to commit or label a relationship. Now, let me share a story with you. One of my previous clients, Christy, dated a guy for 5 years. He told her he didn't believe in labels, but he assured her that he wasn't seeing anyone. And Christy dreamed of a wedding, her dress, the loved ones celebrating her big day, but her boyfriend was non-committal. He never said no to marriage, so Christy kept holding on to this hope that he'd eventually change his mind. After 5 years, Christy finally broke down. She demanded clarity about her future. She told him she wanted a wedding ring and for him to be her husband. His response? He said he didn't want any of that, and he was happy with how things were. So heartbroken, she ended the relationship. Now, just 6 months later, she was devastated to learn that her ex had actually gotten engaged to a woman that he started dating a month after their breakup. Christy couldn't understand why he didn't choose her. But the painful truth is that her ex never had a problem with labels. He just didn't see a future with her. When he met someone he truly wanted to be with, he had no issue committing, getting engaged, and planning a life together. Well, with the help of my coaching, Christy did learn how to spot these signs. She regained her resilience. She started taking actions to meet more men, and she eventually found a high-quality guy who was eager to build a life with her. And today she's been married with him for several years. They have a newborn baby. So if a man refuses to label your relationship, know that it's a red flag. Healthy, committed relationships, they're built on clear communication and mutual investment. A man who truly values you will want to define the relationship and make his intentions clear. So here's what you can do. Set boundaries. Be clear about what you want. If you want a committed relationship, don't settle for less. Watch for his actions, not his words. A man who avoids labels but acts like a boyfriend might be stringing you along. Pay attention to whether his actions align with his words, because you deserve a partner who's excited to commit to you. Don't waste time on a guy who isn't willing to give you the love and respect that you deserve. Remember that a man who truly wants to be with you will not hesitate to call you his girlfriend, to plan a future, and to proudly commit to you. Lie number 3, I'm going to leave her for you. If a man tells you he's going to leave his girlfriend or spouse for you, do not believe that. Number 1, a high-quality guy would never cheat on a partner. And if he's willing to cheat with you, what's stopping from cheating on you in the future? The reality is that men who cheat are rarely looking to leave their current relationship. They're looking to have their cake and eat it too. A study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family found that only 25% of affairs led to long-term relationships, and even fewer resulted in marriage. Most affairs are about novelty and excitement, not building a new life with someone else. A man who cheats lacks integrity and respect for commitments. If he's willing to betray his current partner, he's likely to do the same. So it's important to realize that you deserve better. Never settle for being someone's plan B. A man who values you will choose you from the start, not keep you waiting in the shadows. So just tell him that you're not interested in being part of a cheating dynamic. And if he wants to be with you, he needs to end his current relationship first. You should be investing your time and energy in someone who's fully available and committed to you. Don't waste years on a guy who may never leave his partner. Lie number 4, I love you. Now, let me start by saying that many men do mean it when they tell you they love you. So if the man you're dating says those 3 words, there's a chance he really means it. However, what I want to help you uncover is how to know if a man's lying when he says, I love you. So here's a few ways to figure it out. First, pay attention to whether his actions match his words. If he says he loves you, but doesn't make you a priority, if he ignores your feelings or refuses to introduce you to his friends or family, he might just be saying it so he can keep sleeping with you. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that people who genuinely love their partners are more likely to engage in behaviors that demonstrate commitment, such as prioritizing their partner's needs, integrating them into their social circle. So if his actions don't align with his words, that's a big red flag. If he's lying to you, if he cheats on you, if he emotionally or physically abuses you, he doesn't love you. And you should never stay with a man who treats you this way, even if you love him. Remember, you always have to love yourself first. Loving yourself means letting go of toxic people who make you feel unworthy. You deserve a high-quality man who not only says he loves you, but he shows it through his actions every single day. Some men will tell a woman that they love her just to get what they want, whether it's sex, emotional support, or companionship. Studies show that men are more likely than women to use emotional manipulation, including false declarations of love, to achieve their sexual goals. This kind of manipulation can be incredibly painful for the woman on the receiving end. That's why it's so important to pay attention to his actions, not only his words, before deciding to sleep with him or fully commit to him. A man who loves you will be reliable and eager to spend time with you. He'll listen, support, and show the world that you're his. Just remember, good men are out there. If a man shows you how he feels through his actions and not just those words, you're going to know it's the real thing. Love isn't just about what someone says, it's about what they do. So don't settle for empty words. Lie number 5, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. When a man tells you he's not ready for a relationship, it's important to take a closer look at what he really means. While it's possible that he's being honest about his current emotional state, more often than not, this is a way for him to keep you at arm's length while still enjoying the benefits of your time, attention, and sometimes even physical intimacy. Here's the truth. If a guy is truly into you, he's going to make an effort to be with you. Even if he's not 100% ready for a full-blown relationship, he'll commit his intentions clearly and he'll work towards building something meaningful. But if he's using this "I'm not ready" line as an excuse to avoid commitment, it's just a sign that he's not serious about you. If he's hot and cold, if he's showing you attention one day and disappearing the next, it's a sign that he's not serious. A man who genuinely cares about you will be consistent in his efforts to spend time with you and to build that connection. So if he's dodging conversations about where the relationship's headed, or if he gets defensive when you bring up commitment, he's likely just not interested in a long-term partnership. And finally, if he's actively dating or keeping his options open while telling you that he's not ready for a relationship, that just means he's not being honest about his real intentions. You deserve someone, again, I can't say this enough, you deserve someone who should be excited to be with you and want to put that effort in. Waiting around for this guy is a waste of your time and energy. We know that men who delay commitment are often doing so because they just want to keep their options open. So if he's not willing to commit to you now, he's unlikely to change his mind in the future. Don't put your life on hold for someone who isn't willing to commit to you. True love is out there and it's worth holding out for. Now, if you're watching this, you're a strong, motivated woman who knows what she wants. This loving, healthy, and beautiful relationship. But if the man you're dating is feeding you lies, it's time to live life without him. No more wondering if he's using you. No more drama. Instead, picture a guy who means what he says. A man who looks into your eyes and tells you that he loves you, not because he wants something, but because he means it. Now, maybe you're thinking men like that don't exist, or you'll never find someone who feels that way. But that's not true. With the right guidance and effort, you can attract the love you deserve. So if you're ready to stop settling and start attracting the high-quality man you deserve, click the link in the description to access and apply for my one-on-one coaching program. Don't wait. The life and love you deserve are within reach. So click the link now and let's get started.